Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Backgammon Study Group for May 21st, 2025. We are continuing our match from last week. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in joining our study group or playing in our tournaments on Wednesdays, send us an email at midatlanticbg@gmail.com. And so the position that you see here is what we were left with last time. We have a 6-5 to play, so I will happily take some candidate plays. Notice that the cube has been turned, so our opponent owns the cube.
And we,
And we got like a
and so I
prime versus
remember
prime
which
situation
we're,
here.
we're red though. So
Yep, we're
22
red.
to 16 would be a legitimate six. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, moving
I know my play. All right, I'm good.
okay. Well, give me a candidate play there, Bill.
22 to 11.
All right, I'm going to put that in the Slido as an option.
Thank you.
Any other choices that we ought to consider?
The short answer to that is no, there's not.
Bill Spruce says no.
22, 16, 14, 9.
22, 16.
It should be considered. I think it's wrong. But it should be considered.
Okay, so I've got those in the Slido.
I would like 14 to 10 and 10 to 5.
The roll is 6-5. Did you mean maybe 16 to 10 and 10 to 5?
Yes.
Yep, okay, I have that in there. I have 16 to 5.
What about 22 to 16, 14, 11?
Weird. Like
It's not 14 11. It's 14 9, Donald.
Oh, you're right.
The
You're
roll
right.
is 6-5.
You're right. Little.
He doesn't let the numbers control his
No,
move.
not at all. Move whatever
Yeah.
you feel is best. Okay, are we voting?
No.
What do you like?
What's the top answer?
If you blink,
I gotta get my Sligo going again.
Not that many.
Really,
Sci-fi fans. I am sci-fi.
Now, what about
And out here.
3 tens, 12,
Fabio's not wearing a jetpack.
8 shots.
sorry, there's one we haven't. Sorry, I just came in. But what about 14 to 8 and 16 to 11?
I love this circuit, Krisha. I will say that. Okay. I think we got off of it. I'm gonna just dystopian fire because it's the only thing up there.
Okay, I put 16 to 11, 14 to 8 in there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I think we're voting now. If you have not already. I'm voting for 22 to 11. I like the outfield control in case we don't get hit.
If you do get hit, though,
It's
it
bad.
used to go bad fast.
It's bad, yeah.
Because 14 to 9 only leaves an extra 3 shots.
Mhm.
And it's super safe for all, well, not quite. Much safer.
All right, looks like the votes are for 22 to 11. Except put my vote in there too. Okay, we're gonna do 22 to 11. So this week. We tend to look at these right after the play, the instant feedback. Oh. Okay, looks like we did all right. I'm using my work computer, which is a little slow. But the 2-ply says the 22-11 is right. Okay, so our opponent played 3-1, 7-6, 4-1, and now we have a 3.
Mine will connect. Now my phone will connect.
Okay, I'll take some candidate plays now.
16-11.
Okay, 16 to 11. So we use this website Slido to vote. And so they can all see this. Any other plays that we should consider? Probably not.
13, 11, 16, 13.
16. I'm sorry, can you say that again?
14 to 12, 16, 17.
Oh, 14 to 12. I see. 16, 13, 14, 12. Okay. 16, 13, 14 to 12. Really going for that. Spread them out in case they hop out. A lot of shots, that one. Get out of here. Too many windows, not enough screen space.
I mean, 11 to 6.
Okay.
Reasonable.
11 to 6 is reasonable. Puts a checker in a decent spot.
What about the super safe play 16, 14, 11, 8?
All right. Seems reasonable to look at that. So, Donald, I just put your play in there. 16, 14, 11 to 8.
Yeah.
Needs to forsake from 0 6s.
Yeah, so my screen doesn't look like it usually does. I'm in Chicago, ready to play in the Chicago tournament. Therese is here too. Hello, Therese. I just ran into her downstairs.
Hi, Jason. That's why we're echoing, because me and Yvonne are in the same hotel room.
Oh. And Yvonne is here. And who else? I don't see.
Julius is here.
Yeah, Julius is here. I ran into him at the airport.
I ran into Roberta last night in the airport
Nice.
while picking up
Okay.
Yvonne.
Let's vote. I think we got a lot of good candidate plays in here. I'm going for 16 to 11 because it only gets hit with 6, 4, and double fives, and it provides some good coverage when they hop out.
Sure does.
Decent dojo. Some say others are handcrafted. It's
11 to 6. There's only one more shot, and
Yeah.
it's even better coverage, isn't it?
It does have better. Yeah, it may have better coverage.
yeah.
You're saying one additional shot?
Yeah, I think double 6.
11, 13, 11, 16, 13.
The taller nature. A bureau cat.
When your home needs work, where do you go? Angie.
Bill Powell, do you have a TV or something on in your room? Because
do.
we're picking all that up.
Sorry.
No problem.
I'll lower that volume now.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
I'm able to see the voting. I wasn't able to actually cast a vote. I don't know
Okay,
why
then, so that's fine, Bill. That means you're our designated tiebreaker.
that. Okay.
Okay.
I can't vote either, Jason. I want 16-11.
16, 11. All right. Well, a lot of people want 16 to 11. So it looks like
That was
that's
my
what
very
we need.
first. That was my first thought.
Okay, let's see how we do. Oh, good. They're going to crunch. All right, let's take a look at that last play.
Woo!
Very close.
11 to 6 was almost as good. That was my second choice. Yep. How about that?
Okay, good.
But they all were within. Look at how close.
We're all really
Third play
close.
was close too.
Yeah.
You owe me $1.
14, 12, 11, 8.
Well, you're really racking up a tab.
Better win something.
Yeah, I know. Okay, 6-1, 6-1 to play. Okay, so our opponent had to break their 8-point. We made
Yes,
him
very nice.
break down. Okay, now we got a 6-1 to play. And I think those 2 blots in the board.
22-16, 22-15.
Okay, hold on. Let me create a new one here. Okay. Therese, say that again.
22-15, I like.
Okay, 22-15.
Got 2 open guys. And we got a 4-point prime.
I just will also throw
Yeah,
in
but we don't have to run
22-16,
out just yet. They may crunch more.
Yeah, let him crunch more.
they
I'm
get either
ready
a
to
5 or
run.
a 6. We can get out with a 4 as well as a 5 or a 6. I
I'm
think we
ready to
just go
run.
safe. I like 14
Well,
to
if they
7.
get a 5 or a 6, they got a guy to take off and.
It's the fact that the can run from the 4 without having to break it is, I think,
Yeah.
in my mind, the incentive for us to run from the 22 instead of playing it safe like 14-7.
Okay, now I'm going to put
I
that
see.
14 to 7 in
Yeah,
there.
that's reasonable. I'm convinced that 22 to 14, 15 is better now. In fact, thank you, Richard. I think that's who said that.
Yeah, no, it was me who said it. Doesn't mean it's right, but
Well, I understand.
Vote for me, Jason, because I can't, my room won't connect to the internet on my phone.
Yeah, Therese, what did you like?
22 to 15.
Okay. Oh no, plenty of those. All right, looks like we're voting. And 22-15. That seems to be the preferred choice. All right, let's do it. Oh, look at that play.
And then Slido,
Let's go back to the 22-15.
either.
That's
It
close.
says 22,
Maybe it's
16,
1, 2, 6,
14,
9.
13
We
is
can
slightly
try that.
better.
There might be fewer shots.
I think I counted it was the same number of shots, but maybe keeping the connection with the one on the 22.
That could
was
be.
Be
And
the difference,
maybe it's
sure.
not about shots, but about coverage, right? How many
Yes.
return shots do we have when they pop out? And that's going to be complicated
Yes.
because there's multiple spots they can hop out onto. Okay, they hit us. We danced. They popped the checker out. And we got a 6-1 to play.
Oh,
This is not bad. I won't throw this back.
well, you have to hit with a 1.
Okay. Genius.
Only question is a 6.
Yes.
14-8.
I mean, there's
14-8.
15 to 9 and there's 14 to 8, and I'm not sure we're going to do anything else.
There's 11 to 5.
And,
14-8.
and
There's
Bill,
also
are you
11.
seriously considering 11 to 5, or did you just say it?
No, I just said it because it's
Yeah.
a possibility.
Yeah.
I don't think it's correct.
No, I don't think so either.
I think 14-8 is probably the best one.
Bill's just doing what he's supposed to do, and that's think of all the possible
Yes.
rolls, because you'll never think of the worst one unless you really try.
I'm not convinced 11-5 is that much worse than 15-9, to be honest.
Well, there's
Yeah, I think 15-9 is really bad. Give him a shot.
Well, if
We
we're
give him a
saying
shot for-
if we're saying those other two are what
Oh.
we're considering, I think 11-5 has to be considered because I don't think it's much worse than one of those two.
Yep. Oh, I see it. I see the merit of 15-9 now. If we don't get hit there, we can make a 5-point crime.
Yeah, 5 we'll cover
Well,
with
yeah,
5s and
that's
2s.
important.
And those 5s and 2s are blocked in the back, so we have some diversification.
Mhm.
Now, the opponent does have a 4-point board. Shouldn't we count up shots here? Okay, here, let's count up shots. How many shots if we do how many shots if we do this? No, that's not what I want. This. Okay, how many returns do they have? 1, 5, 2, 5, 4, 5.
1, 5, 2, 5, 4, 4, 5.
6.
And 1, 2,
1, 2,
2, and 4, 2.
8. 2, 2, and 1, 1. That's 10. Okay.
5,
And
5.
what if we do this? It's definitely fewer shots, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, way less.
But it gives us less opportunities also.
That's right. Yeah, that checker on the 8 is not very useful.
What
And-
shots are you counting? Are you counting hitting loose in their own home board? Because
No, I didn't count those. Do you want to count those?
well, I don't know, because for example, they would have used the 5 the other way on the 4-9, but this way they would still hit with the 5. It would just be on the 19-24.
Okay, that's a good point. And what about this? How many shots?
Well, too many.
1, 3, 1, 2,
1, 2, 1, 3.
2, 3, 6, 2, 2 is 7, 4, 2, 4, 3. It's 11. Not to mention, Rick's pointing out there's could be a lot of loose hits too. They might use 5s and 6s to hit. They might.
Yep.
That just looks like TMB to me.
Too many blots?
Yep.
Or TMT, too much trouble.
That too.
I don't know. What do you like?
Yeah, if we survive this roll, that one does. We're still in trouble the next roll and the roll after. 14-8, at least if we survive this roll, we have a chance of cleaning things up.
Yep.
Yeah, that might be the argument here. Okay, looks like everybody's voted for 14-8. So
Jason, what's the Slido code?
1296.
36 squared.
Yeah, 36 squared.
Also 6 to the 4th power.
1296. Got it.
All right, so here's our play. Okay, let's go back and look. Not even close. It's the danger that swung it. It's a wipeout.
And the 11-5 was not that much worse than the 15-9 in the grand scheme.
Which is exactly what you said, right?
Right. I didn't say it would be better. I just said it wouldn't be that
that's
much
right.
worse.
That's right.
A little bit worse, yeah, but 0.03 worse. Yeah, not much worse.
Okay, so they came in and then
Double
shifted.
2s and they shifted. Okay.
Okay, now we got a 6-3 to play.
Well, 3's forced.
Bill Powell always there with the forced play.
Well, because Ron Bernstein would not make it for he'd wait 2 minutes before he would put the stupid thing in there. Because he'd debate where he wants to put his 6 and figure this and figure this and figure
And
that.
that was pre-clocks, right?
Yes.
Yes. If somebody's on a clock and they want to ponder 5 minutes
sure.
on a forced move,
Go
I say
ahead.
go right
Please. Ron, spend all the time you want on a forced move. Please.
All right, we got to come in on the 3.
ahead. Boy, these guys really know how to play the 3.
How about 8-2?
8-2 is definitely interesting.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, it is.
If you had to choose between getting
I
hit,
don't think I
here
can't
or from
imagine
here?
15-9 is right.
you'd rather get hit from here. You don't want them to hit and hop out.
Less hits.
11-5 is reasonable, I think, too.
Wait, 11-5, or we want that in there also?
Yes.
I
don't either, but let's put it in there. And what about 22-16?
It gives them
Be better.
a really nice 4. Basically,
Gives
any
him-
small
gives him
number
2 shots.
that doesn't work for them currently would work for them if we do that.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you stay back there, they're going to hit loose.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, if you stay on the 22 point, they're going to hit loose with 3s and 4s anyway.
Sorry, what did you say your point was?
Yeah, but I'd rather be shooting at them from the roof than
The 3s are
have them hit us
duplicated
on the
now.
16
They're not
and now
in the
we're
jump.
done.
Jason,
It's pretty easy to get out anyway from the 22.
I like that.
If we don't get hit, we're out with 5s
Yeah,
and
you
6s. And
get away with it. Beautiful.
If you get away with it.
If- well, it's very conditional.
Of course it is.
But what's your alternative? Then it would be 8-2. That's your alternative.
Well, yeah, it
Yes,
can't be
you're paying that
cannot be 15-9 now, right? That's
yeah,
just
I can't see that either. But
15-9.
that could be the play.
11-5,
come
I
out-
think, does have some merit, though.
These checkers
if
aren't
you go
connected.
22-16, they only hit us on 30 of the 36 rolls.
Only 30. Is that
Only.
right?
30? How do you getting 30 out of this?
I counted 30.
That's what I heard.
well,
What's
that's
the right
too
number?
many.
Sorry.
No.
Not
I think
30.
I'm sorry. I double counted some of the 4s. I think I can. I overcounted by a couple because it's 3s, 4s. That's 20. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. That's 24. 6, 6, 6, 5.
27.
That's 27. 5,
3,
5.
3, 4, 4.
Oh, no, not,
5 does not.
yeah, okay. I was thinking it was 15, 14. So yeah,
5, 6 does.
I think I counted that. So it's 27.
Okay. We already got that one.
So 3 and 4 chance the hit.
Okay, that's a lot, right?
That's
a
too
lot.
much. So what do you see, Richard?
One of them hits 3s, 4s, and 5s, right?
Even Adam would make that hit.
Never mind.
If you go here, now they have a triple direct shot, essentially. They'll hit us with 3s, 4s, and 5s. They will
Yes.
definitely hit loose with a 3 and a 4, right?
That's wrong. It's got to be wrong.
So right off, so you're talking 27 right here, just with the directs.
And then double
Without the combination, correct.
And then yeah, combinations. Right, double
2, 1,
ones.
double 2s. Yeah. For example.
Not to mention, look how brutal double 5s is.
Yep.
I don't like this play.
It's horrible.
Is it horrible? I don't know if it's horrible.
Horrible. 11 to 5 is much better.
You like 11 to 5. So
I do.
If they miss on your 9, if they don't roll a 5 and hit you, there's a chance you could cover.
There
and
is,
and have a 5-point prime.
What are they hitting with a 5? I'm not seeing it.
Adam's talking about doing this.
Right. If they miss you if they miss on the 9, you could cover it and get a 5-point prime.
That's true.
So it's not a totally useless.
You know what? I'll take back my comment about being horrible. It's not horrible. I'm sorry. It's not horrible. No, it's not.
It has
He's already hitting with a 3 anyway, so you're changing it from a 3 to a 5. You're actually reducing it because it takes away the 2 1. So yes, it's 11 shots instead of 13, right? Or 14. It's less shots. My bad. Oh my God.
So Bill Powell, do you still like 11 to 5?
Well,
yes, you do.
It's not as good. It's not as good as 15 to 9.
Okay. Well,
I think 8 to 2 does have merit.
minority here.
Somebody
I
mentioned that a while
like
back.
hopping out. 16 points. This is tough. All right. The votes are to go to the 2-point.
Okay, sure. That's quite reasonable. Duplicates 3s.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, lighten up like a Christmas tree. And let's go back to this. Bar to 16. I'll take my smug equity now.
Yes, the 15 to 9 was second.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Here's Bill Powell's. I know he disavowed himself from this play, but
11 to 5. It's worse than I thought. Wow.
All right, let's see what happened. So they did hit loose. They hopped out, hit loose. We danced.
Yep.
They hit us again. And what? Okay, we came in with one checker.
A 3 only. Yeah.
Okay, we did hit. All right, now we came in. Now we've anchored. That's good. Oh, they're stuck behind our prime until now. Oh, bad times.
Double 5s.
Oh, there's the 5-point board. We're still on the bar. Still.
That's okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. This looks
Let's
like
get a 3.
How
Roll a
did
3.
this happen?
looks like one of my games. Here we go.
I thought you were a good player, Jason.
I'm a good player. I'm not a good roller.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, this is
Here we go. Finally, we have something to do. You have to come in and play at 1 someplace.
Jason would play good if he weren't listening to us.
Yes.
today. That's
7,
true.
6,
I've
I
gotten
think.
everything right today, but it's not a regular pattern for me. Okay, Bill, how do you play the 3?
7.
Well, you got to come in.
Okay,
I like
7
7 to
to
6.
7 to 6.
Thanks for asking me how to play the 3, Jason.
11, 10.
Okay,
Bernstein
11 to 10.
still would not have played the 3 yet, by the way.
I'd go 7 to 6.
7 to
7,
6. All right, those seem to be the only 2 reasonable choices.
Oh, by the way, Ron still does that because on our Monday night club, we still don't use clocks.
Oh boy.
So he'll still spend forever today on this move.
Okay, we're voting between 11 to 10 and 7 to 6.
7-6.
7-6 seems to be winning. All right, we'll make the Bill Powell play and then 7-6. Let's go back and see how we did. Actually, it's
Close.
yeah, it's
You know,
close.
my screen.
It's close.
11-10 was better
Yay, 9-1.
by 2,000s.
Right, we're 50-50 to be gammoned either way, and just doing a little bit to try to save the gammon.
That's why I like my 7-6. Thought it might help save the gammon.
Yeah. The
Notice-
score is 5 away, 5 away. Gammons are a little extra bad for us at this score because it brings them to Crawford. Gammon values like it's like 60%.
But Jason, stay on the screen for 1 sec.
Yep.
We were looking at those two as being almost identical. Everything else is almost identical too. What we do now is irrelevant. Either they're going to get unlucky, we're going to get a shot, we're going to hit it, or it's irrelevant.
Yeah, so right, we really can only save the gammon by hitting a shot. I mean, after we come in, how many crossovers
But
do
yes,
we
that's
do?
great. Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. Unless you
9,
get double 6s twice, maybe. That may be a way to save it down.
and
Then
16,
again, it wouldn't matter whether you do
12.
11-10 or 7-6 in that case.
15.
15 crossovers?
Yeah, they need 15.
But
Well,
wouldn't
crossovers?
7-6 give us a crossover into the home board?
Okay, so it's pretty close actually, because the number of crossovers that we need are pretty close to each other. So that's why the gammon percentage is pretty close to 50% because it's a close race to save the gammon versus winning the gammon. Okay, so keep it going. What are we gonna do now?
Run.
22,
Jump out with
16,
6-4.
No.
Yeah.
22,
If you
16,
play
8,
6-4, that means you're trying to win this game.
8, 6.
8-6.
8-6 and
yes.
22-16. Not
You
not
may get
11.
a shot.
I'm sorry. Why aren't we running out from 22?
Well, we are.
We-
I think
we are
with one of
everybody's in
them.
agreement that this
Oh
is-
yeah, okay. So it's the other one. Yeah. Yeah, I would do 8-6.
Yep.
Don't waste pips.
don't waste
But
pips. So
based on the last one, I'm going to guess 8-6 is right by a small margin.
Yep.
they can't leave a shot right now, right? So even if you were playing to win this game, you don't have any urgency right now to try to contain a checker because they're not leaving a shot.
Mhm.
They have 0 shot numbers. Okay, the voting is open.
Really? Okay.
Okay, lots of votes for 8-6. We'll do that. And,
Everybody said 22-16, I presume.
yeah, I think so.
It wasn't any of them.
Oh, my God.
Along with 8-6.
Yes.
Or something else. Okay. No one thought 11-5 was a good 6.
No.
Good.
It could be if you were thinking about winning the game.
Yes.
And you really wanted to build that board quickly.
And you're only wasting 1 pip, so it's not ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, it does win the most.
It does win more, yeah. So if it's DMP, you might really consider that. Okay, now they've rolled double 4s. They're clearing from the rear. Okay, now do they have any shot numbers? No, they don't, right?
I guess not.
They have some things that are a little awkward, but
Yes.
no shot numbers. If they roll 5-2, that's kind of ugly, but they don't leave any shots.
Or 4-2.
4-2.
Because it makes a gap.
That probably
5-2 is even worse, I guess.
Yeah.
And 6-2, of course.
Well, they don't have to take off the 4. They can move the 4 from 20 to 24.
yeah. They have
That's
2
true.
checkers
Yeah,
on.
but they still got 3 guys on the 20, so that's kind of bad.
Right.
Anyway, but they're not leaving a shot right now. Yes?
Nope.
They're not.
Okay.
Right.
So 11-5 and 8-6, or do you bring the 16 down?
6.
I'm not sure it matters, but I would probably do the 16-10 just in case we get a 4.
16-10 and then what? 8-6?
8-6.
So you're really just all out here trying to save the gammon. You're not really
Yep.
worried about.
Yes.
That's
7
right.
to 5.
We can roll double 6 once. Well, they rolled 2 1 a couple times.
Yeah. I mean, would anybody consider like 11 to 5, 6 to 4?
Yeah, 11 to 5, I think, is reasonable.
But what about 11, 5, 6, 4?
No.
No?
6-4 seems 11, 5, 8, 6 at least puts you in better shape if you do get the shot. So
Yeah.
that would be an argument for that.
Okay.
6-4 with the wasted pips and so forth.
I like the 6-4 because I'm hoping we get a hit and then we'll have another point covered.
Therese, you're the optimist. You're ready to win this game.
Yes, I am.
I like that. Never give up.
That's good. Never give up.
If
So
you
you
play
could go-
backgammon long enough,
you-
you're
you
going
could
to win
also
in
go-
some
you could
pretty
go
ridiculous
6
positions.
If you're trying to make that point, you could go 16, 10, 11 to 9.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm not kidding. I mean, if you're
I'm not,
gonna-
no,
Here's mine.
I like the
has
creativity
merit.
on that. That I could see that happening.
It's
I
got
like
merit.
7 to 5.
7 to 5's got merit.
16 to 10, 7 to 5. Was that the suggestion?
No, 11
That way
to
you don't
9,
waste
16 to 10, 11 to
76.
9.
Well, that's
16.
both of those. 16, 10, 11, 9, and also 16, 10, 7, 5. Both
Yes.
are reasonable.
16, 10, 7 to 5. We have an open candidate policy here.
It's all right.
It's a good way to doing it.
It's going to be interesting to see what the vote is.
Yeah.
Go 16, 10, 11, 9.
This vote's all over the place.
Nobody likes 16 to 8, I hope.
No,
Okay.
nobody said anything.
That's got to be really bad
Yeah, that's
compared to
not
the other.
good. Okay, this vote is all over the place. There are 4 different plays that have received votes. Did I vote? I did vote. I voted.
And now there's 5.
Yes. Wow, we got 5 plays that got votes. Has anybody not voted?
I did.
Bill, what do you like?
I
Yeah,
think I
cool.
like the 16, 10, and 7, 5.
16, 10, 7, 5. Okay, that's the minority decision.
Thank you.
Slight lead for 11, 5, 8, 6. I think we're going to do that. We're trying to save the gammon here, I think, is how we're going to.
No majority, but we have a plurality.
Yes, that's right. And we have no functionality for ranked choice voting.
Correct.
16, 10, 8, 6 was the winner. Was the play. Oh, 16, 10, 11. Oh, how about that? The Adam Brickner play.
What's the check mark? Oh,
That's the play we actually made. Adam, you can collect your smog equity now.
Oh, thank God, something.
Yeah, that won the vote.
Oh, man.
Yeah, see, 11, 5, 8, 6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, now they cleared the 5 point.
They still didn't take it by off.
Yeah,
Well,
they
the
still
good news is
have
they
2
didn't take any
off.
checkers off.
All right, this could be good to save the
Nice
game.
purpose.
Okay, now they finally have numbers that'll leave shots.
Yep.
3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1. They have 8 numbers that'll leave a shot. So
I still go 16, 6,
16,
11,
6,
6
11,
with 3 of
6.
them.
16 to 6 and what?
11, 6.
6, 11, 6, and then one more to play.
22, 17.
22, 17.
Okay. Okay, let's take a look at see what that looks like. 16, 6, 11, 6, 22.
I would
17.
not split up the back 2 checkers. What if he gets double ones?
Yeah, you gotta
That's the
fix
only
it.
bad, I mean, there's a good chance we're not gonna hit him anyway, so you gotta start running.
Yep.
Okay.
We can save the gammon now.
He's
If there's
only
double
got
bucks.
2 off. You gotta protect double runs.
Yeah. You
22
can't
to
worry about
12.
Anybody
How
interested
many
in making
men does he
base
have
points?
off?
He's only got 2 off.
Yeah, they only got 2 off. So
Yeah.
You can stay back. Don't break it.
Save the gammon now. Yeah.
22-12 is reasonable.
yeah, 22-12 is not so bad. Let's see, 22-12 in conjunction with what?
Yes.
Twice. Do
Six.
22, 12 twice.
Oh, Adam wants to just get out of there.
Give up the hit equity altogether? No, that can't be right.
Okay.
Well,
It's
it's
not
hard to
just
believe.
the hit equity, it's that he would play safe on like a 4-2 or something like that. He would not.
That's exactly right. By staying back, you slow them down on some.
Yes, and 4-2 only gets one off.
4-2, 3-2, 5-2, 3-2.
Okay,
They
that
can't
makes
take
sense.
anything
Yeah,
off.
that makes sense. All right, so 22-12, 16-11,
16-6.
or 16-6.
12, 16-6.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the right
Because if
play.
you hit, you can make the same.
Yeah, you mean like if we hit,
Yeah.
if they leave a block, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 3-1.
All right. Do we have all the candidate plays? We could vote now. Let's see. I kind of like that play. 22-12, 16-6. We'll go for that one.
Raise the options not to break to 22.
Hey, Jason,
Yeah.
I like 16-10 and 6-1 twice.
16. Do you mean 16-6?
Yeah, that's what I meant. 16
Okay.
to 6
All right, I'm gonna put your play in. So 16-6.
and
Well, it's really
6-1
16-1,
twice.
6-2.
And 6-1 twice. Okay.
This keeps with Teresa's
No,
theme.
16 to 6.
And then 6-1 twice, right?
Yeah, you
All right.
typed it in wrong on the Slido.
Yeah, that's the same.
That means-
That's the same thing.
That
as-
means 16-1, 6-1.
Oh, I gotcha. Never
Yeah,
mind.
Doesn't it?
Teresa wants to win,
Why
I
not?
gotcha.
and we'll
Why
settle
not
for nothing less.
11 to 1? Don't not say
They got
not.
13 checkers. We got all kinds of time to run.
Yeah, we should get off the gammon anyway. That's correct.
Okay, are we done voting? We got 10 votes here. That's pretty good.
What's the maximum votes? 12?
I don't know. Well, there's 16 people in the call. Not everybody votes. Well, hang on. What's going on with the voting here? We got 11 votes.
Nobody agreed with me.
And Bill, did you vote? You didn't vote.
I did not. I like 22, 12, and 16, 6.
That's no good because now we have a tie.
I like 11
Sorry.
to 1.
What did you vote for, Jason?
What's that, Stephen?
I like 11 to 1 and don't break to 22.
6-22.
16-10, 11 run. I'm sorry. Let's see.
He meant 16-11.
Yeah, 16-11.
16-10, 11-1, he's saying.
And then 11-6, 11-1.
I think isn't that the same thing as 16-1, 6-1? Make the 1 point.
No, I don't want to make the 1 point. I want to slot the 1 point.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
16-1, 11-6.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
16-1.
The same. Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, I got it.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry.
I was just.
All right. Well, our vote is tied right now. So I think
Yeah, we
we
got all
have
kinds of like 105.
to turn to Bill Powell, the tiebreaker. And
Another
Bill,
hour.
you said 20.
But I'm the one who you said I made it a tie. It was my 22 to
No,
12.
not anymore.
and-
We're actually tied. So yours
Okay.
is going to break the tie. And you said 22-12, 16.
22 to 12 and 16 to 6.
Okay. I can live with that. It's not going to be. See, this is what I'm talking about. We got our shot and I missed.
Well, that's what I do all the time.
Okay. Bill Powell got us to the right play.
Yeah,
And all these plays are pretty similar.
Yeah.
of course.
But going to the ace point is not. That will probably lose too many gammons. Oh boy.
Okay.
Boy. Those are pretty rough. Like 16 to.
Wow.
And the fifth one minus 0.3. Is that a triple whopper with cheese?
It's a triple whopper, not just with a couple pickles. You got to get to 350 before you get the cheese. All right. Well, now we got to run out of here, right?
That's a Paul Weaver thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe 11. How about 11 to 6, 7 to 5?
Let's see. I don't think we should hang back there because if they roll
Yeah,
double
we could get
ones-
hit, right? We could get hit too.
Yeah.
So.
You might as well get out now.
Oh, we'll get right back in.
Actually, yeah, that's right.
At least 22 to 20, anyway.
Okay, so 22 to 20, 11 to
11 to 6 doesn't waste any pips.
right.
I'm still going to say 11, 6, 7, 5. I'm willing
11,
to leave it
6,
there.
7 to
The
5.
risk of him hitting and us losing 3 is offset by he could get a 2-1 or something like that.
I agree with Richard.
Einstein is 2-1. We'll only get 1 man off instead of 2 in that case.
So Rick, can you articulate the case for staying? How do you gain?
It doesn't gain much, but I don't think it loses much. If you get something like a 2-1, they'll instead of taking 2 off, they'll maybe only get 1 off or hit and
hit and take nobody off.
Yeah,
They'll
right.
hop over us
So
and they'll
it-
take
it-
24, 23,
It
24
could
off.
slow them down
Okay,
a
but-
little
all right,
bit,
so-
and going to the 20 doesn't buy us much. I'd rather get the
All right,
crossover.
let's say we stay there and they roll 2-1. You're saying that that will have cost them something, but it costs us too because they're going to hit us, right?
Hey, Jason.
Yes.
Jason, 22-17.
No, Jason, they won't hit us. They'll go 21-20. They'll go
Yeah,
3 to
21,
3 to 1,
23,
and then
and
take the
take one
one.
off.
Or they'll go. I'm sorry. They'll go 4 to 2 and take the 1 off. They won't hit us
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I would.
because
if
they
I
won't
was
get a
them.
checker. If they hit us, they don't get a checker off.
So what?
Okay.
We might roll double 2s or 2-1 or double 1s.
How many do they have off? I
Yeah.
can't see the edge of the screen.
It gives us extra. Yeah, how
Yes,
can you
3.
figure out how many to have off? I can't.
3 off.
Yeah,
Then-
when we fan.
Nine.
I
Then
can't
getting
see
1
that.
off
I can't see
doesn't
the
buy him
gain from
anything. If
staying.
they hit and go to the 1, then they have an even number of rolls left anyway.
Correct. Depends on how many 1s they get.
Well,
What
if
about when
get
they hit
4
us and we
individual ones
dance?
in their next
Oh,
5
God.
rolls?
Boy, there's a lot of time on a roll. That's
Yeah, I agree.
That's true.
Jason, for the fun of it, please, 22-17, 11.
22-7. Sorry, Bill. Say again. 22-17 and
7-5. It still gets 2 crossovers.
okay.
Yep.
Got it. I just put it in there.
Yep.
Bill Spruce play.
That's the best.
Yeah, that's not a bad option at all.
Guarantee we see
What
the scam
about
game.
22,
Yeah, you can change
15?
it.
So we won't waste any pips.
But it's only 1 crossover instead of 2, Donald. That's why it's not better.
I see. Okay.
Wow, look at the Bill Spruce special taking off.
Everybody likes Bruce's Bill Spruce's play.
I advise
Good
people not to listen to me.
Well,
Talk to a man capable of playing from between a 6 and a 26 at any given moment. So
me
All right,
too.
the Bill Spruce special has won the vote. So
Motion to the side.
Uh-oh, Bill. Bill, buddy.
Here's the 3-1.
Wow, 28 points on a play like that. What's the winner? 22-20, 11 to 6. That didn't get very many votes. It's
Saves us hits. Run, sit.
So what was the right choice?
22-20, 11 to 6.
Don't waste pips.
Don't waste pips. It's going to be close. Okay, so with that lesson in mind, should we just do this?
Yeah, bring
Yep.
them in.
Yep.
6. Yeah.
12
All
to
right.
6. Waste
Okay,
no
no
pips.
vote. Okay, hurry. Oh,
We
no.
got all kinds of time.
17.
Teresa's still
14.
planning on winning this game. What are we talking about?
No, we can't
17,
win, but it's not
14,
even
11,
close
10.
on a gammon. 17, 14, 11, 10.
11,
Nope,
10. Maybe
17,
maybe
13,
5-4.
I would take. 17,
17-13.
17-13.
I agree.
You could slot the 4-point.
Right. Yeah, 17-14, 5-4 is not a bad choice.
Yeah, I think that might be the best, actually.
All right, let me add that.
If you get double 4s later, it won't even take a man off otherwise.
Yes, on the fur, Irish chillers.
The 5-4 is good, or you could go 3-2 also.
3-2 doesn't gain you very much. 5-4 buys you.
5-4 gains more.
It's
The
similar.
fur, yes, is a chiller.
You know, one of the things that 17-13 does is it lets you get a crossover from a 1. And
Yes.
we're leading the race to save the gammon. So that protects you against the lowest rolls. This is a Danny Kleinman concept. These kids don't know Danny Kleinman.
I think we're gonna save the gammon.
We hope so.
We should.
Adam, you
certainly
jinxed
should.
a lot, Adam. You just jinxed it.
then
Why
how
don't we just resign the gammon right
How
now?
about 5-2, 5-2? Go for the win.
No, resign, no gamut.
I don't think you can resign no gammon until you take one off.
All right.
Okay.
The vote came out for 17-13. Okay.
Really? Okay.
Okay, let's go back and look. This is going to be almost no difference.
Danny's wrong.
Danny's wrong, huh?
11-10 was a little bit better.
5-4 was down a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the 5-4? There it is.
Down there.
They're all close.
Yeah, they're all close. Who cares?
Of course they're going to be close.
All right, 5-1. Look at this. Look at this.
You get 2 crossovers now.
Two
Yay.
crossovers. I'm a little concerned about the fours, double fours, but at least
They
we're
still have, they
No,
have
double
eight
fours.
guys.
Double fours gets a man off now.
yeah.
12-8, 8-4 off.
Okay, so are we good with this play?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
How many checkers do they have?
8.
Uh-oh,
Eight.
I got 8 checkers.
8.
8 left.
8 checkers. You know what's going to happen.
Low doubles, and we're cooked.
Oh, whew.
So that's the first.
12-7.
12-9,
No.
8-4.
That's
12-9,
6-4.
6-4.
Now it protects against. We get double fours, we get a guy
Well,
off.
let's see. This is worth thinking about, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure that's right.
Why not?
Well,
12,
might be 12-7.
Let's say we do this. How many rolls will miss this time?
Any
None.
1 or 2 that's not doubles.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, correct.
Okay, what if we do this play? What misses?
Double fours.
Fours miss. Well, that's not the only thing.
1, 2.
1-4, maybe?
Yeah,
2,
1,
3 is
2,
good.
4.
1, 4, and double
1 is
fours.
bad.
Double fours. Yeah.
4-2 is bad also, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 4-2.
4-2, 4-1.
4-2, 4-1, 4-4, 1-1, and 1-2.
So is that 7? 7
That-
misses?
8,
double,
I think. There were
double
two
ones
doubles in
get
there.
you get off with the double one.
Oh, right. You got it right. Seven
Yes.
misses.
7 misses. Okay, now go back to the other play. How many misses here?
Wow.
Anything with a 1 or a 2 other than
That's not doubles.
that's not double 2s. Even double 1s, you don't make it.
Okay, so that's a ton, right?
And roll.
That's 19 misses.
That's way worse. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 12-7 is much better. That's not even close. Huh.
All right, then I think we'll do that. And here come the votes for 12-7.
Six, 3.
What? Go back and just see what it says.
12-7 by far.
12-9, 6-4 is a
Oh,
whopper.
12-9,
do even better with
3-1.
this.
12-9, 3-1 was even better than
12-10, 5-2.
12-10. Where's 12-10, 6-4? Where is it? No, let's see.
There's
0.112.
12-9, 6-4.
A whopper. Wow.
Yeah. All right.
We lost
Oh,
2.
we saved the gammon.
Yep.
All right.
As we thought we should.
All right. I think actually a good place to stop because we finished the game, and we'll pick this up next week. Those of you who are playing in the tournament tonight, good luck. And for those of us in Chicago, we're going to go have some fun tonight.
Woohoo!
Go ahead. Good luck there. I didn't realize it started this early. I thought it was until tomorrow.
They
Tom,
got
are
a
you
game
in
at
Chicago?
8.
I never been to
Tom?
that.
Tom, Jane, are you in Chicago?
I am not.
No, we looked for them.
No, I passed on that. I'll be in many tournaments through the end of the year, so I skipped this one.
All right, let me
You
end the
going to
recording.
Michigan,
Thank
Tom?
you for showing up to the Mid-Atlantic
Yes.
Backgammon Club study group. And if you're interested in participating in our study group or the tournament, send us an email at midatlanticbg@gmail.com. Good night.